Hi everyone, I am Lady Stars and Fire, real name Michelle Espinosa, and this is our weekly rune forecast reading for September 13th until the 21st, next Monday. Now, I have a lot to say and I try to keep it under that 15 minutes so nobody gets bored. So I have a lot to say in a real quick amount of time, so I'm going to be talking kind of fast. Before I even got to my runes this week, Spirit just had so much information, so much love and help to try to give us. And thank you, because apparently we're going to need it. It's going to be an intense week. There's a lot going on in the universe this week. In truth, I mean, on the 12th and the 13th, which is Saturday and Sunday, right beginning of the week, we have the eclipse. And then we have the new moon, and Mercury is going retrograde. So communication breakdown kind of tends to start. Usually we have a little bit of shadow right before Mercury retrograde, which explains this week's reading. Because as soon as I asked for guidance and counsel to help us move forward positively with our lives, shadow appeared. Shadow appeared and is showing me purple. Purple is your third eye, and it is your crown for me. That's what it is. This area of activity is going to have a lot going on. So you may be feeling a little bit more psychically this week. You may feel a little bit more intuitive this week. Your gut feeling, you should be listening to these things this week, or at least paying good attention to them this week. Your intentions, your intuitions, your gut feelings. There's a reason for why they're coming out and they're giving you that. Like I said, a lot of energy going on in the atmosphere this week. Now, I was given that, and I was also given like a pain in my eye, my ear, and my throat, which is saying very, very truly view what you are viewing. Very truly hear what you are hearing. Speak truly. Don't just overly go with the flow and take something for granted this week. This week you probably need to hear what's being said to you. You probably need to view what is happening around you. There's a reason for all of this. And I'm feeling that it's got a lot of negativity in it because it's giving me a headache. And I'm feeling that it has to do with creativity. But what I'm feeling I'm being told is don't create something to be more negative than it may be. Don't create it to blow up and be a negative thing. Don't create it in a bad way. It has to do with your creativity this week, but don't allow it to take you in a negative way, and do not dwell on things. Anything that may come up that may be showing as that out of left field, that curveball, there's a reason for it, and it's meant to help you in the long run. It's like that blessing in disguise. But don't dwell on it, because you don't want to turn it into something negative. You just need to view it, see it for what it is, accept it, and move on. I'm feeling don't. A lot of you are also pushing to do things your way and not necessarily the way that it should be for you. And that might be some of the problems you've been having. I'm being started off this week with Isa. And Isa is coming in all of my runes. It is coming in awareness. It is coming in self-love and love of others, unconditional love, and truth and honesty. Isa is a necessary stasis. Experience of stillness, retreat, but do not separate, reducing one's impact on the immediate environment. It focuses on stillness, a power point of concentration, stasis, and it may be blocked energies. It can show a person who has stopped growing, or it is showing the person who has great mental control. It is control of your self-mastery, movement in the elevated consciousness, control over one's mind, and conscious expansion of that perception. It is your matter, your antimatter, your polarities. This is why I'm getting this a lot right now. Right now, you're going to have a lot of stillness. This week is going to be a lot of inward work. But it's going to be good inward work. Just some of it may be in areas some of you really don't want to see yet. And that might be why it might be difficult for some of you. For the rest of you, it's something you're just noticing, you're observing, you're understanding it. It has to do with shadow, which comes through Mercury retrograde right before. You accept it, you see what it is, you find out how to correct it, and you move on. Some of us have more problems. And the reason for that is because I'm also being given Sowilo. Sowilo is coming in awareness. And Sowilo, Iwaz. Iwaz is discipline. It is denial. It is sometimes a great loss or discontent, but it is a rite of passage through death. That is, you have to let something go in order to get the new. So sometimes you have to actually see it truthfully for what it is in order to let it go. Then I'm giving, Sowilo. So it was Iwaz, then Sowilo, and awareness. And that is revelation to the clear direction. The loss of the illusion. The loss of the ice. The Isa. And into your self-worth. But as you're doing this, you're going, I told you they had a lot to say this week. Then you're going to get in truth and honesty for yourself. You're getting emotional waters, which is Laguz. Laguz is your emotional waters. It is your feeling body. It is your creativity and your spirituality all coming into play. So it is deep-seated inside of you. And I am getting ×2, Kinez, which is balance. You're manifesting your craft, your creativity, your fire of what it is, who and what it is that you are, that fire, that is you and your personality. It is a process that you're going through. And a lot of everything that's going to hit this week is going to start to show you these things. And then I'm being told, Othal. Othal is very important. I'm sorry, Othal. Othal is very important to you right now because you need to understand. I can go on and on about all of these, but I don't have a lot of time. I'm trying to keep it under the 15 minutes so you don't get bored. Othal is your ancestral, your property, your personal property of who you are and what you are and what cannot be taken away from you. It is that heritage, your homeland, you, yourself, your body. It's your home. It is what can't be taken away from you. It is your ruin of sacred space, the burial mound, one's homeland. It is your inherited wealth, your inherited property, your inherited power. That is you. This is seeing past the picture frame. It's not just looking at a picture. It's looking at the picture, the frame, and out past it. It is seeing the whole true pictures of everything that is and that is in your life and that you want. It's not only observing what you want. It's observing everything in its entirety and then understanding how that works with you and your everything in your entirety, honey. Then I'm being given into the future a little bit, but it's going to have to do with this week. And it's kind of like your promise, your understanding, your good job, you are doing it, and we are helping you get where you really want to go. But there's always a little bit of a twist with that. Nathiz. Coming in truth and honesty. Before we get to everything we want to get to in our life, we are going to be coming over our karmatic obstacles. It is that great change of awakening just to realize that was already in you. It is the realize that what you feel you lack, you already was, honey. It is your self-reliance. It is your measure of your own hidden strengths. But before you're going to get to Barkana, which is all about the exercising of what's no longer any good for you and moving forward into those new lives, into that new promise, that new beginning. You are going to have to go through those karmatic obstacles. You are going to have to stop denying them. And you're going to have discipline to overcome them so that you can simply get to Sowilo, which is your clear direction. It is a lot of inward work and a lot of emotional, but I'm being told, do not dwell. Do not dwell. If you are getting some stuff that might be hard on you, there's a reason. It's so that you can see it, you can correct it in your future and move on. Like I said, you've got the eclipse, you've got the new moon, you've got Mercury retrograde all coming in this week going, hi, here I am. So that's basically what's happening. Hi, here I am. Take a good look at me. And I'm being told, be good to yourself. Pamper yourself. We all need a chance of pampering. We all need love. Love ourselves. Even if we only take time for a little bit of love, we need to love ourselves. Because if we only love ourselves a little, how do you expect anybody else to love you a lot? You have to take care of you. And then that takes care of everything around you. It's going to be a lot going on this week, but it's going to be okay. Jera ends it with remembering patience, harvest, timing, and seasons. Honey, this is just another season. It's just a season of understanding who you are. Because if you can't find out who you are, how are you going to become who you're meant to be? Hugs and kisses in the wind, my darlings. I hope you have a wonderful week. Be good to yourselves. Be good to others. Everybody needs love. And you can always check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And if it's out there, I'm trying to be on it. And you can always check out my website, www.ladystarsinfire, where I have my spelled candles, my metaphysical products. I do the animal reading each week, or every other week actually, which I have to go write that one now because that was given to me also tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'm sending you so much love. And remember to pamper yourself and give yourself a little bit of a pat on the back. It's okay. It's always okay to go through a little bit of tough times. That's how you get strong. And it's okay to love yourself because we're not perfect. That's how we learn how to be better people. That's called evolving. I love you, honey. Bye.